Parasites living off the global economy and living beyond our means. Joining us is former U.S. Ambassador to the UN, John Bolton. Good evening, Ambassador. And, okay, we may be living beyond our means, but there's something rather unseemly for the Russian Prime Minister, former head of the KGB, calling us parasites.
Well, I think this shows what the Prime Minister Putin really thinks about the United States. He thinks we're in decline. He's deriding our economy and our administration, and it's a real indication of his basic attitude. It's also an indication of the failure of President Obama's reset policy, because we have in Putin probably president again, somebody who's utterly unimpressed with the multiple concessions that President Obama has made to him. It has gotten us nothing back from Russia, not even respect. Well, Russia today is acting as an international troublemaker. Vladimir Putin said a few years ago when he was still president, the greatest geopolitical catastrophe of the 20th century was the collapse of the Soviet Union. Now, most of us think that was actually a pretty good way to end the 20th century, but it's an indication Putin wants to re-expand Russian hegemony in the space of the former Soviet Union. He's actively working to do it. He's pressuring Eastern and Central Europe using the oil and natural gas weapon. He has actively intervened to frustrate American efforts to try and bring peace and security in the Middle East. Russia has flown political air cover for Iran and North Korea's nuclear weapons program. And now President Obama actually invited Russia to try and mediate between the NATO alliance and Gaddafi in Libya. So all of these steps, I think, that Russia has taken show that they're not really interested in cooperating with us at all. They will pocket every concession that this administration makes, but in reciprocity, we get nothing.